Howdy guys and dolls out there in YouTube land, your favorite little keto goofball Diamond back again with another episode of my home restoration project. This is just a little bit of an update video because it's been like 7 days or 8 days since I've done one, and I don't want y'all to think I've given up on them or that everything's not happening. Just there's nothing happening at the moment. Last week we had a lot of rain and grossness, and this weekend they're calling for a winter storm. I haven't seen it myself, that North Carolina has declared a state of emergency. And my hair is being stupid. But anyway, I'm hoping we don't get anything. There has been many times they have called for snow and ice. They've laid down the salt, got all the plows out, and nothing happened. I'm hoping for that. I don't like snow no more than I like sand. I don't. It's wet, it's gross, it gets everywhere. Not a fan. Stops me from going places, takes out the power. So, but in event, we're going to have power outages and stuff like that. I wanted to make sure we were completely ready. So this week I've concentrated on my efforts on keeping the house as clean as possible. I don't want any dirty clothes. I don't want any dirty dishes. I don't want a dirty, smelly litter box. I don't want trash in the house. You know, I want everything as clean as possible. That way we're as comfortable as possible. And I've spent all week recharging our head lanterns, and we have a bunch of chargeable lights and stuff like that. And I can only find one of my flashlights. I had like 10 of these. They're extremely good, bright flashlights. I mean, extreme. But I can't find but one. I think one or two might have ran away with my daughter. She's going to say it didn't, but I think they did. Anyway, her and Aaron love flashlights. Well, Aaron loves flashlights. He just has a love of flashlights. I can't lie, I like flashlights too because I'm blind. And that RP where you can't see at night, that's my best friend. And of course, I've got probably 10 head lanterns. I don't really know, and I know I gave Aaron one of them. I'm also, you know, going to draw some water in the bathtub to make sure we can flush. And you put it, if you fill your bathtub, throw a bucket in there. That way you can flush your toilet. You know, should you lose power or water freeze or anything, that's helpful. I got a bunch of, these are flushable washcloths from Big Lots, but I also got a bunch of baby wipes too, just in case. And I got me some keto-friendly snacks, which I already got in my pistachios. Got these. I got some more stuff too, but I didn't need to put all of it over here. But anyway, that's what's happening this week. That's why there hasn't been a home repair project this week. I try to do one every couple of days if I can, but at least once a week. So right now, I have the money to do the counter. Thank you, Ida, again. I need to still get a sink, though. I've got to find a good sink that I really like. Y'all know I was going for one of them big antique sinks, and that, of course, is not really feasible. It's not the smartest idea in such a tiny space. So I've definitely got to have the sink before I can get started. I definitely got to get through the winter weather before I can get started because I don't want to have, like, power outages and a great gaping hole over my floor. There's definitely a couple places that'll have to be cut out and redone. So, yeah, I don't want to have a great gaping hole. And then I've got the stuff, of course, to do the ceiling. The last time it rained really hard, it didn't leak. But we're expecting snow. And if there's a bunch of snow built up on there, it might still leak. So I can't get to this yet either. It's like a lot of the stuff I want to do at the moment I can't get to. Although I do think I'm going to take some caulk around some of the flooring. Because the other day I was like kind of at the bathroom. And I've already caulked this spot before. But there's a little crack there. And it's just that much is showing. So I gotta take some caulk there. And I think I might just take it around quite a few areas of the flooring. And even of the ceiling. To keep all the cold air out. Your tummy doesn't feel good. I'm sorry, baby. It's not because of that? Yeah. You got poop? No. No? Okay. It's not because of that. Sorry. Why don't you sit down for just a minute? Moving around a whole lot of jar you and make you nauseous. So you need to sit down and sit still, okay? He's not going to, but it would be nice. So anyway, I don't know if that's considered a home repair or not. Oh, I did do one thing, but it's not centered. Hold on, I'll show this to you real fast. What's wrong with my camera? It's blurry. Is it blurry? Ah, there we go, okay. So I did get this at Dollar General last night. It says, "Bless this house and all those who enter." I love it, but I should have centered it a little bit more. I'm not too concerned about it. I mean, you know, It is me after all. And this door on the other side, we've got a little Chihuahua dog named Honey Bear who has got claw marks all on the other side of my blue door. I would be annoyed, but she's always clawed at the door, so it's my fault. This is another one of our lights that is really, really bright. So it actually goes around an umbrella, like, you know, outside umbrella. It gives you a lot of light at night if you want to be outside, but it works great in the house too. So I've got a bunch of different things like that, thank goodness. But, so that is one little tiny home repair. And then you got these. I put these stringers up last night on the tree because I thought they'd be pretty and they would represent a family member we missed this year and we've lost this year. So these are kind of an eyesore. It's just where the paneling has peeled off in these areas. It's on both sides of the door. Other than just painting over them and acting like I don't care, I don't know what to do about that without having to replace the whole sheet of paneling. And honestly, I don't want to. This right here, there's a hole there. I think there used to be some kind of thing here. I'm not real sure. But that's the porch light, so I don't know why. But, yeah. Okay, so I just looked it up. Sorry. Our governor did indeed declare a state of emergency. The forecast is kind of muddled, but you got to remember North Carolina is 100 counties. So we're quite big. We're not Texas big, but we're big. And the impact is going to be different everywhere. Now, I know a lot of people here are like, oh, 18 inches of snow, that's nothing. North Carolina does not get straight regular snow. We get ice. We get sheets of ice that destroy the roads and make it almost impossible to drive. Our ambulances and everything run chains on their tires just so they can breathe. So it can be quite serious. And then you got to also look, and I've said this before, but we have a lot of pine trees. And pine trees are very tall, thin, but heavy trees, which have very shallow roots. They fall a lot. And that's usually what takes out our power lines and our roads. So, yeah. It can be quite gross. So if I disappear for a few days, I just don't have no power. And I can't get out to like McDonald's to upload or nothing. Last time we didn't have no power, I did have a generator, which means I can run my internet for a little bit, but that does not mean that that'll be the case this time. Hopefully we will be able to. We do need to go get some generator fuel. But you run on very limited power with a generator, especially when you're running 2 houses. Can't really run the heat very well, so we'll definitely have to do the kerosene thing. Fun. By the way, next time I do one of these videos, hopefully I'll have some actual repairs done. But I found a few more lights I need to charge, and there's some more over there that are charging. And I've got a couple missing, so I gotta go locate those. But anyway, I just want to let y'all know what's going on. Everything should be perfectly fine. I hope. I don't want to lose power. Hopefully we don't. And I probably need to go buy a couple gallons of water for us to drink and the dogs. And cats, technically. Okay, so enjoy. Hope the winter weather is good to you guys this week. Much love. See you soon.